Hi everyone, so this video is to basically break down the information you were provided so you can have a better understanding as well as self-help yourself, right? So first of all, guys, watch the full video because a lot of the reason why most of you are not getting job offers, not even interviews, are because you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So first of all, I know we all have short attention span, but the video is worth it. Watch it to the end, all right? Okay, so first thing first, there are two sets of applicants within this group. There is the set that we did first who were registered to eJAM and another set who were not registered to eJAM. Now the first set, watching this video, what we did a resume, cover letter, gathered all the documents needed, uploaded it to the portal, give it your login, everything. We did all of that for $6,000. Now, that service came about because I do immigration consultation, and a lot of persons, when I said, how did you get your first job in Canada, I even went to a fair, I posted the video. A lot of Jamaicans were at the fair, how you got here? They said eJAM, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me look how this eJAM thing go and register persons or see how best we can get the word out there. So that's what I did. I created the resume, cover letter, gathered the documents, uploaded, create a portal. Now, let's be real. eJAM can't recruit every single applicant. That's just how it goes. But at the end of the day, our service was to provide something, something one can afford, because eJAM charge what? $50 for answer any questions. If you want your resume, if you do, you're looking at 60 to must say 120 US. So I say, no man, because I'm like that, I'm very patriotic. And no matter what people say, Dolly, you need to raise the price. I say, no, people need to have access to this opportunity. So I did a whole 250 US service for 6,000 Jamaican dollars, right? All right, so that's the first service we did. The second service is creating the documents and providing persons with the website link so they can go ahead and do it on their own. Now, the reason why we stopped working, not even working with eJAM, assisting persons in creating portals or registering with eJAM, is because they had an issue, which is totally fine, because if you have a service out there for Jamaicans and you charge 250 US or 100 US and somebody offered for $6,000, you have a problem. So because they had an issue, I stopped that service for 6,000 and did one for 5,000, where I do your resume, cover letter, provide the website links, right? eJAM is one of them, as much as them did go on with them foolishness. No, that's that. That's the two set of applicants who are watching this video. Now, I realize that the persons who are registered with eJAM are saying that they can't access their accounts. I did get an email, as everybody should have, that they were doing some upgrade. I think they changed their whole website. So what you can do is go on the website. I think scroll down straight to the bottom where you see contact form, reach out to them, tell them you are unable to access your portal and let them assist you. It's as simple as that. They're very responsive. That's one thing about them. Now, that's the first thing we had to address, the two sets of applicants watching this video, so there is no confusion. Second thing we're jumping into, our service. Now, guys, if somebody can find where on the video or on our page or somewhere we tell you that we are going to place you in a job in USA or Canada, I will refund your money times 10. The videos, what me take the time out to do, explain what Canada has to offer as jobs, USA has to offer as jobs, and our services, which is assistance. Now, why we don't and we will never ever promote us putting persons in jobs, for example, H2B, we are not an agency, we don't receive petitions. So if we do that, it's illegal. So what we can do is show persons the jobs and assist persons on how to self-help themselves to get H2B jobs, right? So we don't receive petitions. We're not an agency. We're not on Ministry of Labor website. We are not an agency. We are a registered business that offers work program assistance. For LMIA works, guys, me would never tell nobody say me put them in a job in Canada. You know why? Because And being why I'm so passionate about me not putting persons directly in LMIA jobs is because if you're not go directly through the employer who have them team of persons to get you into the country with the work permit and the visa, it's a complicated process. I really not have the time, and plus I'd have to be screening persons, interviewing them, because if me see a little vacancy in the town I need a chef and me say, all right then, 50 people me do them resume for, me see them have chef skills. I would have to know no personally, interview, no screen, no then alright, say yes, the person is so good. And even so, come on, you know, we understand me. You know we fellow Jamaicans, they will come over in a small town and cause problem for you. And everything will look bad for me, right? So I am not trying to place persons directly in jobs. What I do is assistance at the lowest cost possible, right? That is the aim of our services. So as I mentioned before, when you reach out to an employer and they wish to hire you, it's much easier to get you in that way. All right, so that takes care of our services. To also get a full understanding of our services, go on recruitment 2023_INC and view the highlight section that is labeled important. It breaks down why we don't do direct placements and a lot of other information. All right, so that covers our services. Now let's jump into the meat of the matter, guys. Now there are two programs that we focus on, H2B and LMIA. Now, what the H2B is, it's a program for, I'm only talking about Jamaicans right now, for Jamaicans to enter the US and work in minimum wage jobs that pay the same as Americans would be paid. So nobody feels say, if you get a job in a Canada, in a USA, and your fellow co-worker is American, I get $10, you not get $10 too. So that's basically what it is. It's jobs that require employees which cannot be found in the US. Now, that is what H2B jobs are, basically. LMIA is a Canadian version. Now, LMIA is a license given to employers who are unable to locate workers in Canada to fill the vacancies. Now, let me talk about the town where I'm in. Now, if me have it time one day, I'm going to show you how many places need workers. Because it is so underpopulated and very rural, the employers have a hard time finding people to work in them ice cream shop, their little garage, their preschool, them gift shop, them restaurant. And unlike Jamaica, where every shop can find a worker, Canada, you have some very rural places, them not have no workers to fill the position. One of the main reasons being Canadians don't want to work, because the government gives them so many benefits. So when the employers get this license, it authorizes them to hire persons from overseas to come to Canada to work. So LMIA is for international persons, it's not for Canadians. Because how they get the license, they have to have proven to the government that they can't find no workers. So they would have advertised, put out ads, everything, and prove to the government they can't get nobody. So that is when they get the license and they can bring in workers. Now it is beneficial to the employee and it is beneficial to the worker. Beneficial to the employee, for one, you are guaranteed a job for 2 years. Yes, if you want to do a side job, you can go do something under the table, but your obligation is to the employer that hired you and brought you to Canada. And it's a closed work permit, so you can only work for them for 2 years. Now, another benefit of that, which is to the employee, is that you're guaranteed a work for 2 years. And on top of that, after working for the first year, you are able to apply for a Canadian permanent residency, because in Canada, all you need is 1 year of work to be able to apply for a Canadian permanent residency. Another benefit to the employee is that when you're putting in that application for permanent residence for yourself, if you have a common law partner, which is a union 5 years or more, you can file for that person. How you going to prove it's 5 years or more? Whether you have children, social media posts that go back to 5 years, bills in both of your names, joint account. If you have a car in a town name, you have to be able to prove that you guys have been together for 5 years or more. Now, that can be a gay relationship or a straight relationship, right? Now, the second, you can also add your children on it. Now, dependence goes to only children and spouse. You can't bring your mother, your father, no other relative, all right? Now, let's say you have a cousin who you have been taking care of all their life and they're dependent on you. Once you can prove that, then you can take them. So you have to show dependency to be able to file for that person. So that is why the LMIA is so good. And in Canada, when you reach out, because I'm sure some of you have reached out to consultants, oh no, nah, here no price under 10,000. Yesterday, my friend, somebody called me and tell me, say, them call one consultant and I hear 35,000 Canadian to bring them in a job in Canada. It's very expensive, guys. That's why I say, if me go do it like a meal of low budget, I'm a very patriotic. It's not a money-making business for me, guys. I'm telling this from morning. It's just something that satisfies me because I know I'm in Canada. I see the benefits of persons to come here. I see it, guys. That's why I try my best to do what I can. So it's very expensive for these jobs. So when you get, and then you know what too? A lot of these employers don't know that the consultants are charging these amount of money. So the ones them who post them job on the job bank and the Indeed are the ones who genuinely are seeking to help persons to come over to work and in turn help themselves. All right. So that basically covers the LMIA and H2B. They're both the same services. There are two big differences. One is in Canada, one is in USA. One, which is the H2B, does not offer you any opportunity to become a resident in the US, while the one in Canada offers you and your family the opportunity to become resident in Canada after having obtained a job offer, get the work permit, and you enter Canada. So that covers one. I'm a teacher now, so bear with me. So first, we covered the type of applicants who are watching this video, first batch, second batch. Secondly, we spoke about our services, what we offer exactly, and not what person assume we offer because they did not watch a full video or I'm not sure what happened. And thirdly, a breakdown of H2B and LMIA. So if you never understand before, guys, that is what the LMIA is about, the H2B. Now, moving on to the next and one of the most important aspects, how to get the H2B and the LMIA jobs, all right? Perseverance and consistency is important. You can't just apply in a 1 month and think to get a response favorably, and when you don't, you reach out to me. Oh, I do my documents with you last month or 2 months ago, I still not getting a job. One want me to go argue with the people and apply for to give another job offer. No, the fees, the monies you guys pay don't cover half of the information that I keep providing to you guys when you come back. And I do it no problem because, as I tell you, I'm a very helpful person. But come on, it gets very annoying at times. Someone will come back, I don't want help with uploading the resume. Guys, if there are things that you're not understanding, self-help, go on YouTube, type in Indeed, how to, and as a matter of fact, I did provide the tutorials for that, but person still come back. Any single thing to move forward with the information I give you is on YouTube. Everything is there. Every single thing. And most of the persons who are not getting the jobs are even, some persons don't even get an interview because they don't realize. So you have to put in your work for yourself as well. I can't do it for no. So you see when I keep on a message a business page and I say, Dolly this, Dolly that, what I want me to do? I already do as much as what me and the workers can do. The girls that work for me, they're in Canada on LMIA jobs and they do it as a side hustle. That's why we start when I kill nobody with no price. We're doing it very discounted. You get what I'm saying? Guys, self-help yourself. And something you all need to understand as well. For every single vacancy you see posted for H2B, and I'm talking about H2B, not LMIA yet. Every single vacancy you see posted for H2B and you apply, 10,000 other persons are applying for that vacancy. So that is why it is important to know tips and tricks as to how to boost your chances, and that is where YouTube and Google comes in. All right. There is no tip where I can say, all right, then this will boost your chance. You have your documents, you know where to go. That is just it. I do have an updated list, which has a list of all the employers who have received petitions for April. I'm going to try to find a way how I can get that to you guys, either as a document link or something. I'm not very tech savvy. I'm going to try to find a way. I have an updated list of how persons can acquire jobs with the employers and all that. So don't worry yourself, that is coming. But my main point in this, guys, Una get the foundation, help on yourself, right? Try to help yourself. Now moving on to the LMIA. Basically the same thing. For every job you see posted for LMIA, 20 to 30,000 persons are submitting applications. So it is best you say, all right, today I'm going to submit 15 applications, and that is it. Every day you submit 15. I know people do this for 2 years before getting a job, but you know what is the good thing, guys? You see, when you get that interview, you get that job offer, and you come to Canada and you're able to apply for your, file for your dependents, it is rewarding. You have to put in the work. Some people are lucky. I'm sorry, Nani, guys, I do understand when you see persons getting job offers and interviews and you're not getting any. Some people lucky enough to them get them documents yesterday, get interview back to back for the week. Sometimes they say how not do it, them say consistency. They have to just keep applying, which is true. All right, guys, in regards to how you can, the complicated part of how you can apply for your dependents to come along, that part, don't worry about that part yet. You just want to get the job offer first. You see, once you get the job offer, you move on to a travel agency, or most times the employers have a travel agency that they work with, or a consultant. You don't need to do nothing else. They will file for your documents. You don't have to pay a plane fare. You don't have to pay for permit. You don't have to pay for nothing. The only thing you have to do in the LMIA is accommodation. Most places, they don't offer accommodation. So you'd have to, find a place in the community to rent. And most employers will assist you with that. They will help you to locate places to rent within the community, but they're not going to pay for it. As well as a lot of persons, they have found employers where accommodation is available, and them just pay like $70 for the week. $70 weekly. But I cannot pinpoint to say this is what you should do to get a job tomorrow. If I could do that, best believe I would have done it already, because everything me get for share, I share it, right? So with the application, there is no special trick or tip I can offer, none, except apply to jobs for both H2B and LMIA in the areas of your certification and work experience. Now, because all these jobs are LMIA, all these jobs are entry-level jobs, which don't require certification or work experience, it's much easier. You see, persons with degrees and diplomas and bachelors, these jobs are not for you, in the sense that you are not going to get a placement in your area. You're not find social work jobs on LMIA. You're not find doctor jobs on LMIA. You're not find high school teaching jobs on LMIA. But that does not mean if you have those high certifications, you can't get a job. Because I'm sure you did work in a one store and somewhere on your resume, because I've spoken to persons about this. You apply to jobs. So say you did, for some time you were working in a shop, you apply to customer service jobs. Something on your resume must can apply to a entry-level job. Everybody has that on their resume. Nobody has qualifications or work experience only in top-notch positions. So for those persons who are interested in getting jobs in their high-level or high-skilled areas, you're talking about express entry, PNP programs, SNP, a top one, etc. Immigration were very complicated. And so it's not to say you can't get jobs in those areas, but it wouldn't be LMIA. It's another system that Canada offers. And Canada has over 80 entry avenues for persons to immigrate here through work. But I'm talking about the entry-level occupations, which I find to be are easier. Now, that covers the application process. So I'm going to be putting out a link. I'm probably I put it on the screen, but bear with me. There is an updated website list and program application information that I'm going to submit. So persons from the first set, you are able to utilize this list because you have your prepared documents as well. I'm talking about the eJam set. If to retrieve your resume and cover letter, you have to go on your portal and download it. Everybody has it in their portals because you were sent it as well before it was uploaded, because we sent it to you to vet it and you say it all right, whatever, it was uploaded. So if you can't get it from your portal, you must have a copy in your phone or your email, because it would be sad to think that you got your documents and you never save a copy, right? because those documents are not only for international application, it's good to have it for local applications. CSC jobs locally that you want to apply to. It's good to have these very professional documents because it makes you look good. It makes you stand up because everybody nowadays have them normal little Microsoft Word document with a usual layout. That not go nowhere with nobody again. All right. So that covers that. What other topic can I touch now? Now, firstly, with the H2B jobs, there are different ways persons can go about getting the H2B jobs. One, you can go to an agency, which still does not guarantee you placement, and you pay some money or whatever the case is. I don't really deal with agencies unless somebody been through it and can tell me. And so far, it's just EJAM and probably Waterloo Hospitality I've heard that are good agencies. I'm sure there are others, but those are the two I can really say. Now, one is going through an agency. Secondly, if you know anybody in the US who know no employer and no rural community, then you can beg them go talk to the person and tell the employer, all right then, I know somebody is willing to work, but you'll have to apply for the H2B petition. So that's the second way you can get a H2B job in Canada. The third way is getting your resume, cover letter revamped, professional looking, and self-help yourself, because that's how tons of persons get these jobs. They are listed online. All you have to do is submit your documents. You see, once you have the right documents, all doors are open. Once you know where to go, all doors are open. That is why I offer the website links and I do the documents. The documents that I do for $5,000, guys, go check out resume, cover letter, website links. Do your own research, and I'm sure some of you can see as well. For write a resume, some people are charged $4,500 up to $11,000. To write a resume is not cheap, and it's not writing it, it's creating it. We not only create it, we put it in a PDF format, it design it, lay it out, make sure it look good. On a cover letter, same thing, right? The reason why we do the cover letter so professionally is because, say you got an email address for an H2B employer. What you can do is copy the contents of the cover letter in the body of the email and attach your resume, right? So that's one way. There are tons of self-help videos. If you type in how to get an H2B job in Canada, there are tons of videos on YouTube which assist you with a walkthrough. And I'm not telling a lie, guys. You see, when someone will come back and say, oh, I got my documents yesterday and I applied today, or I get it last week or last month and I apply and nothing yet, it really disturbed my spirit, because for one, I'm a very persistent person. I'm not a 9-to-5 person. I've always been an entrepreneur. And one thing me know, person consistency is very, very, very important. All right, guys. The final thing I want to touch on is this: scamming. There is no way an employer is supposed to be requesting money for H2B or the LMIA placements. It is the responsibility of the employer to cover the fees associated with the work permit application, plane ticket. Accommodation is left up to their discretion, all right? But in no case is anybody supposed to requesting credit card information, debit card information, money for placements in H2B program or LMIA, all right? Now, the point of this video is to let you guys know basically this: you have your documents, you're pointed in the right direction. If you need further assistance, even the simplest of question, what jobs are available within LMIA? Go on YouTube, type in what jobs are available in LMIA. Everything comes up. You have a question about work permit, how long is the processing time for LMIA or H2B work permit? Type that into YouTube or Google. The information is there. Help yourself, guys. It's very difficult to be attending to previous clients and new clients when the previous clients are asking some very simple questions. So my simplest request is this: please do not message the other two business pages and making queries about programs when you can assist yourself. As of today, I will not be answering one more question from anybody within this group. I feel like if you're really reasonable, you will understand. All right. The travel service I highly recommend for persons who say you find a H2B employer who wants to look about the permit to do the petition for you. Go to Expedite Travel Service on Instagram. They will assist, because enough time when we apply for a job and an employer do a Zoom interview and they say they don't know how to do the process, but they're willing to hire you, just reach out to Expedite Travel Service. They will assist. Same thing with LMIA. A lot of times you find employers who want to hire overseas workers, but they don't have the petition or know how to do it. Take them right over Expedite Travel Service on Instagram and they will assist. All right, guys. Good luck in your job hunt. The jobs are there. Consistency and persistence. All right, guys.